Hi everyone, it's John here from See You on the Start Line podcast. I'm the event coordinator and race director at CJM'S events. Today we are talking Selwyn Marathon around Brunner, Krank It, a bit of mud, slap bands, and Run NZ Rum. This is my second take on this tonight, halfway through, or more than halfway through, nearly finished, and the internet decided to buffer out and stopped on me and lost it all. So here it is, take two. Last week I didn't get the podcast done. I was over on the West Coast checking things out, doing recce's for around Brunner, gravel and tar, and the South Island Ultra Marathon. Then on the Thursday, I thought I'd get the podcast done. The day just disappeared on me. I must admit I was a bit tired on Thursday after getting home just about 10 o'clock on Wednesday night after leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning, so it was a big day. And then Thursday ran away from me. And then I thought, well, on Friday I was a bit late to do the podcast, given that I'd be doing this one this week, but I nearly lost it already once, and so I'd better make sure I get it done. Well, enough of that waffle. Hey, it's great to have the Selwyn Marathon coming up. All these dates I'm working on a bit of a reverse thing, but the Selwyn Marathon is a really, really cool event. It's a full marathon, an officially measured course, and it's a 2-lap course, and it's basically where town meets country. So Selwyn District is the fastest growing district in New Zealand, and the Selwyn Marathon is very much likewise growing very, very quickly. If you want to get into it, you don't want to delay, you want to get that entry form into the Selwyn Marathon, and that's at selwynmarathon.co.nz. But the course it starts at the Lincoln Event Centre, which is actually only 30 minutes from Christchurch International Airport and 30 minutes from Cathedral Square. So if you can't get accommodation in the Selwyn district and you have to in Christchurch, it's only a hop, step and a jump, and you're right at the start line in a matter of minutes. So make sure you get your accommodation sorted early in the Selwyn district, and if you can't get it there, then jump into Christchurch and we can get you all sorted out from there. But the run takes you through Rosendale Wine's vineyard as well. On the run, you're running in the countryside, and it's hard to believe that the second biggest city in New Zealand is right next door to you as you're doing it. And the way Rolliston's growing is basically nearly a city as well in that Selwyn district, which is only basically Rolliston is only 10 minutes away from Lincoln. So it's all very, very close, and it's a really cool course, fast course, and the marathon is a 2-lap course. The half marathon is 1 lap, and the 10K is out and back. And there is a cut-off of 6 hours for it. It starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. The sun doesn't come up till 7:52, so 8 o'clock is the start for the marathon, 8:10 for the half marathon, and 8:20 for the 10K. And I say, it is one event you don't want to miss. It is really cool. We have prize giving for all age group categories. Just after 2, about 2:15 at the Lincoln Event Centre. So if you do finish your race early, make sure you go and have something nice to eat. We'll have food vendors at the event. Call in the half marathon and the marathon runners. And if you need to whip down to maybe the famous grouse and have a ale or two or a coffee and a meal, you can do so and then come back for prize giving, which will have some cool prizes for everybody as well, for everybody there. Then, going backwards, on the 3rd of May, we have around Brunner. Now, this is both the tar and gravel race. So this year we're introducing the gravel race, which is 108K. It is a wee bit of a reverse of what our mountain bike race of Gold Trail is. So the first 20K is really going to test everybody. There are some mean climbs in that, and some of the surfaces may be a wee bit rough for a start. So you need to make sure you got plenty of plugs and plenty of a spare tube or two as well, just in case there could be a puncture. It'd be interesting to see how many riders actually ride one of the hills when they go up to it. We have some rocks at one part of it. They will have to jump off there and get back on the bike and carry on through. But there are some pretty cool hills to climb in this. And then there's some good gravel roads all through the forestry, and then back out onto the Kumara Inchbonny Road, which takes you out round past Lake Brunner, through Inchbonny, and then round 4, you got about 20k of tar from there, some more shingle, and then swoop down and finish in Moana outside the Hotel Lake Brunner. Now, the road race, the tar, as we call it at the moment, is 140k this year. It is not the same course as what was has been historically ridden. It's a course we actually rode back in 2021, I think it was. No, 2022 it would have been. It was after COVID. Now, it's going to start at Moana, and you'll go out to Jackson's. Then you'll turn right and you'll go into Kumara. Turn at Kumara after 70k at the Kumara Domain, and then ride back to Moana. It is fantastic right through there. Massive scenery of the rainforests, and it's just a spectacular ride. It's probably always been the best part of the ride of around Brunner when we did the loop down through Greymouth. The reason for the change has been because of the traffic management and the issues. The issues aren't getting the traffic management approved or anything. It's just what happens when we get ourselves all laid out with it, is that for some reason some people like to throw traffic management signs away and cones. They don't obey by what the temporary traffic management and that is, and it's just become very, very dangerous coming through Greymouth, and it's something we can't risk as you, the riders, from having an accident or getting seriously injured. So hence the change. It is will be very, very quick. A lot of there's 3 one-lane bridges that you'll come across. Normal road rules will apply on those, but we don't know which way we're going to stop a rider, so we have to make sure we allow everybody to use some common sense as they come through to those. But more on that when we get closer to around Brunner. But it will be a great ride. It's going to be 140k of tar. If you want to do the enduro, you can do 280k, and if you only want to do half of it, you can grab a mate and do it as a team, and do 70k. One rides out to Kumara and one rides back. Or you could actually do it as a tandem as well, where 2 of you, one on the front, one on the back, and you could do the 140k that way. So there's plenty of options for you. So make sure you get your entries into Around Brunner. It's at aroundbrunner.co.nz, and enter either the tar or the gravel. It's going to be a great weekend, and I'm sure there'll be a few Montees go down and a few yarns after the races as well at the Hotel Lake Brunner. Right, now we've got Krank It. Now this is a spectacular, this is a cool event, and it's great to see the kids in this one. This is for children and women. It's a mountain bike race at Bottle Lake Forest Park. It's been for 7-year-olds up, and they can do it as individuals, they can do it as teams with their mate, or they can do it teams with their mum. So the children, we have mums and sons and mums and daughters. Mums do the first lap, then the kids do the second lap, and the honesty that comes out of the mouths of babes is just so cool. You hear, I'd have won this if mum wasn't so slow, or mum's slow, and all this sort of stuff. And where is mum? And sometimes it's a bit tough, because sometimes you might have a wee fella or a wee girl waiting for some time for mum to turn up. So it's pretty cool, it's special, and it is really, really one of those ones that you want to tick off and want to be part of. That's on the 13th of April. Now, we're just exploring at the moment. We've had lots of requests, believe it or not, for 3 to 6 year olds, if they can do an event. So we're looking at a course. I'm doing a recce tomorrow out of Bottle Lake Forest, just to make sure it's all okay and be safe, and this one would be done with their mums. So we probably have a category that's got to be pedal bike, and it'll be 3 to 6 year olds. They do it with their mum, and it'll be about 2k, but more on that to come future. But if you haven't registered yet for Krank It, make sure you go to krankit, krankit.co.nz to enter. Now, this is limited, and it really is limited, so you need to get those entries in quick and don't delay it. Okay, then on the this is coming up quick too, the 6th of April, this is Sunday fortnight, is Muddy Good Run. Now this one is also for 4 to 6 year olds. and the parents have to do the mud pits with them as well. We have age group categories 7 to 13 years, and that is 1500, which actually measures out at about 18 or 1900. So yeah, it's just pretty cool, and they get about 5 or 6 mud pits to go through, under cars, over cars, through water bins, firemen washing them down. There's mud slides, there's water slides, there's pipes to get through, there's camo net crawls, there's cargo net crawls. It is really special. This is at the Canterbury AMP Park. We also have the family section where the whole family can get in and get down and dirty as well, and they can do approximately 3k. If they get tired after one lap, they only have to do one lap and not the second lap. When they're doing those 2 laps, they end up about 13 mud pits to go through. So it is really, really cool. And then we have in the afternoons, we have the at 12 o'clock we do the race brief for the adults, and we have individuals and teams, and they do 5k on that, and it's a 2-lap course, and of course they have 13 mud pits. They go over containers with cargo nets, they go through skippy bins full of water. Water's, no, it's not hot, it's cold. Yep, it is really cool. So that happens in the afternoon, and we're prize giving about 2 o'clock, and everyone leaves with mud all over them and a smile right across their face. So that's something you want to look forward to. You want to jump into muddygoodrun.co.nz and get registered. Entries do actually close on Sunday week, so don't delay that one. That is going to be cool. Canterbury AMP Park, make sure you're there. Hey, with it getting a bit darker as well at the moment, just want to bring to everyone's attention, we have slap bands, which are reflective bands, which you can go around your wrists, around your ankles if you're running or if you're biking, just to make sure you get seen. It's really surprising in the mornings how dark it's when you get out there, and you need some reflective gear on. So we've got these slap bands. They're really, really cool. You can buy one for $10, 2 for $18, or 4 for $30. So you can get those at our online shop. Or you can just go to any one of our events, click on shop, and it'll take you to the slap bands, and you can order them from there. Or if you're entering an event, you can order them at the same time as well. So it's just something that for everyone's safety, when it's getting dark and winter's coming up, make sure you get some of those slap bands and make sure you're seen. Run NZ Run, we've got just finishing off. What was it we just had last week? Oh, St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, shouldn't forget that. St. Patrick's Day 5K, which was really, really cool. Seen lots of green and lots of emails coming through with people with photos of what they've participated in, wearing their green stuff and a few leprechauns and that. So it was really good to see some of those photos. So thank you for that. And please post them up on Facebook as well. But coming up, we will have Anzac. We've got Easter and Anzac Day coming up in April. We've got a couple of really cool medals. That's the Easter one, and the one we're working on at the present time for Anzac Day. I think it's one of the best medals we've actually ever done. So keep an eye out for that. That's coming up. So all those virtual runs are at runnzrun.co.nz. Right. So what you need to do is get as many entries in as you can at the moment. Make sure you secure your spots for them. And that when you're entering, we still recommend that you purchase the withdrawal insurance, and why not grab yourself one of the memorabilia t-shirt. That's a bit of a hunt. T-shirts actually are $39.95, but they will be moving in price to $44.95. That will be at the end of March, and our cycling tops also will be moving from $69.95 to $89.95. It's exchange rates and costs, and that freight is just going through the roof. So we just need to. We've held those prices for years at that, and we have to make a movement on those. So when you sign up, make sure you grab yourself either a memorabilia t-shirt or a cycling top. Sign up to promote our events. When you do that, it's like it raises funds for your sports club or your scouts or schools, or even yourself. If you want a few extra dollars, you can promote them yourself, get your mates to go into it, and you get paid 10% as well of what the entry fees are. Easy way to do it. So if you've got a bunch of yeses, you might all work out, you might get one free entry, or you might get a couple of beers at the afterwards before the prize giving. Okay, there are early bird entries coming up on a number of events that are out there. South Island of the Spa World South Island Half Marathon. That early bird is the 2nd of June. And on the 20th of April, Bridge to Bridge Ultra and Bridge to Bridge Mountain Bike Race. They have early bird entries closing then as well. So look out for those. So there's a lot happening coming up throughout the winter. We're trying to keep these events rocking and rolling for you through them. So please do that. So check out all our events at CJM'S or email me at john@cjmsevents.co.nz with any queries, and I can answer those, or you can text me, or you can give me a call on 027 226 7769. Hey, until next time, we'll see you on the start line. Thanks, everybody. Take care.